At early dawn, I awakened to a single symbol. It seemed hollow, yet held all possibility. From it, all numbers are born. To it, all meaning returns. This place was called Suñña, emptiness. Often mistaken for lack, it is in truth the fullness of origin. I began tracing the arc of memory, silent childhood, and in that silence a small round infinity began to bloom. From within to beyond, from the quiet self to the wide world, a bridge was being formed. Within me, two currents always stirred, like twin reflections never aligned, two gazes in motion, each mirroring the other, each leading me to drift. Love and distance, trust and doubt, all stood face to face, not in conflict, but in mirrored longing. There were gates upon the path. I paused at each of them. The first was the gate of uncertainty, the second of repetition, and the third of choice. I could not open them. Hesitation became my shadow, and that shadow consumed the hours of my days, until one day I saw clearly. Even hesitation was a kind of gate, even stillness was a step. Among 1,000 branches, I chose one. That choice, quiet as it seemed, separated me from 1,000 other lives. My life became a world of combinations. They appeared random, but in truth they were the language of my subconscious, a language I never fully understood. Still, from it came the question, who was I? And again it echoed, where shall I go now? I remember the day of my first true question. I did not speak it aloud, but I saw the world differently, and I was no longer the same. Now, decades later, I return to that very question, not to answer it, but to carry it consciously, as one bears a quiet truth in the chest. Humankind branches in 5 directions, but carries one heart. Every relationship begins with 2, yet always returns to 1. This one may be forgotten, may be wounded, but it is the pulse of all connection. Now I recover the center I had lost, a sense that had long slipped my grasp, that only through emptiness can fullness arise. I had achieved something perhaps, but never completely, and that incompleteness sharpened me. It did not cut the world, but carved inward, honing the depths of who I am. In those cuts, I met myself. And in meeting myself, I found truth, always waiting in the quietest place. Now I release the weight, the hunger for achievement, the fear of being less, even the need to define who I am. And so I begin to walk again toward the fullness that grows from emptiness, toward the truth that lives between division and union. I walk with remembrance of the first time I truly connected with another, not through words, but through presence. Today, I see, each number was a voice within me, and each voice led me deliberately to this moment. I no longer ask why. I no longer chase what might have been. I say only this: I am here, and that is enough.